No More Newbie here. If you've used Sharefactory for a while, you'll know that it offers the options of Picture in Picture, or PIP, which gives you options to put a second video on the screen. The positions on screen, however, are very limited and you are restricted to the positions shown here, and this side by side or even this offset positioned. But what if you have video ideas but need to position the PIP video in a different position? Is there a way around it? Yes, there is, and I'll show you how. So this method does purely use Sharefactory. You don't need a PC or memory stick. Just be aware that you can lose a little bit of video quality by using this method, but it's up to you to weigh up whether it's worth it or not. So you need two video clips. One is the main video clip and the second one is the PIP video clip. And we're going to work on the PIP one first. So we're going to go into a new project, choose any theme, get rid of all of these ticks apart from one, but it doesn't matter which one because we're going to delete it later anyway. And then start the new project. And then what we want to do is push the cross button and go to add screenshot. Then we want to choose solid color. And once we've done that, we can delete this little intro clip. We only needed that to allow us to put in a screenshot. So we'll delete that. And then once we've got that, we want to go to square and go to settings, and we want to change this color using the hue, and we want to bring it to a green, which is around 100, 105 on the scale there. Now you should already know how long your video clip is that you want to add. So if you know that, then you can go to the trim clip here and just make this screen the same length of time. I'm just going to choose 10 seconds because I just want to allow it to be 10 seconds. And then once you've done that, you can go to add track 2 and then you can find that clip. So add clip, and then you go down to the clip that you want to add. Now I'm going to use this one, and it is longer than the 10 seconds, but I know that I only want a little bit of it, so I can just trim that down if I want to. But to start with, I'm going to go to PIP layout and I'm going to change it to center so that it goes into the center of the screen of the green screen effect that we've got happening so far. You can change it to have a border and a frame, or a shadow if you want to, and you can also go to frame color and change that color so that you've got a different color. But I'm going to leave it at black and just confirm it from there. Now I want to change this so you can see we've got a placeholder there. We don't want that. So what we can do is just trim this down anyway. So you can just push the square button and go down to edit track 2. And then we can go to trim clip and just change this to whatever bit of clip you want to be shown within the timescale that we've got here. So I've changed that down. You can see that there's still a bit of an overlap of the green screen and the PIP. So what you can do is push the square button and go to move, and you can just move it around to wherever you want it. So there you go, that's what we've got within our 10-second clip. We've got a PIP screen just in the center, and that's absolutely fine. Once we've got that, we can push options on the controller and go to export to gallery, and then that will export it and we can share later because we're going to use it. Now there's a couple of different things you could do here, but I will choose just to close this one down. I'll show you different methods, but I'm closing this one down and starting a new project. Choose whichever theme I want. We're pretty much repeating the process that we did before, where we got rid of all the arrows apart from one of them, and then we start the project, and then we're going to do exactly as we did before. We don't need this little bit, but we do want to add a screenshot. So we push the cross button, add screenshot, go to solid color, exactly the same as before. And we want to delete that clip there. We don't need it. We just need this screenshot in this example. And then here we got this screenshot. We just want to change the color by going to settings. And again, we want to make this green, so around 100, 105. Doesn't really matter too much. And then once you've selected that, then we could, again, need to make it to the same length as the other one, so 10 seconds. So let's go to trim clip and make that 10 seconds again. And then once we've done that, we are ready to put the clip that we just exported into this clip. So we're going to go to add track 2 and then push the cross button, add clip, and then we go to most recent on the left hand side there, and then find the clip that we exported, which is this one, push the cross button and add it. Okay, and that is now added, and what we want to do again is just do the same as what we did before by going onto that track 2, push the square button, go to PIP layout, and we want to make this center again. Now at this stage you've got a decision to make. When Sharefactory adds a PIP video, it always shows it sliding in and out of the screen. Now if you want that, then don't need to do this step, but I don't want it on here, so I'm going to go to square and trim the clip, and I'm just going to bring in the left and right stick so that it shows when the video comes in and when it leaves, and I'm going to make sure that it's always on the screen so that I don't see it sliding in and out. Now because we've got two PIP videos in effect on the recording, it will still show it a little bit here, so we might need to still edit that, but in order to do that we do need to export it. So push the options button and export from there. Okay, we share later, and then the other option that what we could do is rather than starting a new video or a new project, we could just go straight into adding the exported clip and then delete what we were just working on. Okay, so I've just added the clip and then we've just deleted the video, but we also need to delete the edit track 2, the track 2 that was on the previous video that we was making. So we delete that bit as well, and we're left purely with the exported clip that we've just added. Just rewind it if that went a bit too quick, but hopefully that was clear. You're just getting rid of the old one and adding the new one. Okay, so now this is where you can see it's still sliding in a little bit, so I'm just going to trim that down by using the square button, and then I'm bringing it down. There you go. You see it sliding out there. So using the right and left stick, I'm making it so that the screen is always in place. So when you're making these videos, do always try and allow extra time for all these little bits of trimming down. Okay, so there we go. We've got that down. We've got it down to a 7-second clip. Okay, I'm absolutely fine with that because I don't even, for the project I'm using, I only need a second's worth anyway, but this is just an example for you. Okay, so if we push square and then go to pan and zoom, this gives us the options to play about with where we want the video to be when we add it to our other video. So this is again going to be the PIP video added to a main video. So you can move it up and down, make it bigger and smaller, zoom in and out, pan across the screen to get the screen to exactly where you want it to be. All this is done on the controller, just moving left and right, and using the D-pad to zoom in and out. So get it exactly where you want it. Now I know that the project I'm using, just for this example, I'm going to be putting it around here on the screen. So once you've got into the position you want, you just push the cross button to confirm, and then that will just keep it in that position for you. Okay, then you just push the options button on the controller and go to export to gallery, share later. Okay, and that is the PIP video ready. Then we can leave the project, and then what we need to do is start a brand new project, or if you've already got an existing project in place, then you go down and you find the project that you want to add that PIP video to. So this is just like something I was playing about with as like a kind of intro type video. So you can see I've already done a few things, but I want to add that PIP video that we've just made to this live streams part here. So what you do is just push the cross button, go to add track 2, and then you go to add clip, and then you go to most recent and find the clip that we've just recorded, and then we add that, and there you go, you can see it sat there. Now obviously we only need 1 second for the actual video that I need, so I can just trim it down to a second. Absolutely fine using the controllers there. There's a few more things we need to do. We need to just push the square button and go to PIP layouts, and then once we've done that we can go to full screen, so that'll make it the full screen, which is exactly what we need there. And then we can go and if we go back a click and go to triangle, we can choose the options of pan and zoom if we wanted to change it a little bit, but pretty much all we want to do is make it a green screen by pushing the cross button. And of course, as it is a green screen, you might want to check out the settings. Just push the square button, go to settings, and if you see bits of green on the screen, you can change the tolerance and the feathering to change it so that the green disappears. Once you've done that, just push the circle and we can press play and see what it looks like. And pretty much this is exactly how to add a PIP screen to anywhere on your Sharefactory video. On screen now are some of the videos that you might find of use on the channel. Do check out the playlist. If you found it useful, please hit the like button. As always, please do use code NoMoreNoobie in the item shop, and thanks very much for watching.